Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript Party and Rhett. She is got her job. I just cleaned off the thing. Her job is to make weird noises. Yeah. Um, Anyways, yeah, it is kind of interesting to have her in this specific video because she does make a lot of weird noises. So it's interesting to see what impact it has on the microphone. Um, so, anyways, yeah, that's that. Now, last time there was a funny. I was just watching yesterday's video and I noticed that it would not, like, I could hit the record button and say the word "watt," and it would just wouldn't do anything. It just acted like nothing. I could say "what" or how many watts are in that, but it just would not do "watt." So let's try that again. And there are places in the U.S. I know where they say "watt." Watt is like the way they say what. I don't know what you're up to, um, but I got to park the car. Um, but let's give this a shot. Watt. That is crazy. And what is crazy is we will get logs. We do have some kind of weird bug. And see, it just says it never got anything. Like it got the audio end, the sound end, the speech end, the speech start. So those events all happened, but it never got a value. But I can do the same thing with what? What? Yeah, for some reason I had to say it twice before it recognized it. Maybe I just jumped the gun. What? Yeah, so it is interesting that it has the six. And it is, if you're going to use this at all, you're going to want, if you see the count, you're going to want to see the values. So I think that is without a doubt. But I do think this is a good time to do a commit. Everything seems to be working pretty well. And we just want to add one more feature when you click on this. So I'm going to um, go ahead and do that. And that will probably take up the whole time. Um, so in our package, so we generated our new log count indicator. No, our new voice interface and our new service, our discrete service. The indicator was already there. We just added a comma. So that's a good, I think that I want to add that because I've been collecting all these up. I don't know why, but I've been very interested. And we're actually going to add another component, and that's going to be for the dialogue for when you click on this thing. All right, what's next? Speech service. That looks good. We added our new interface. Yeah, all this code looks good. I don't see any weird console logs. And then I guess we added this. That's for this button here um, to clear the results. I think that all looks nice and clean. I feel good about that. And then this is some, I believe this was mostly about, to make these go side to side and to make this align um, vertically. So that's basically just a bunch of, I guess it is a bit hacky, but just code to basically, since we're trying to kind of really control the look of this at a at a pixel by pixel level. That's why we have this. Let's see, discrete component TypeScript. Made a good bit of changes in there. We really got to be on the lookout for like console logs. I don't think we need this destroy at all. So I'm sure that was just to try to understand something. And then we don't need this. And we don't need this. On destroy. Good job, Rhett. Good job. Let's see. And this is just our for loop with all the results, our table. I think everything's lined up fairly nicely. I think that looks good. discrete service, discrete result, interfaces. Yeah, I don't see anything that jumps out there, so I think that's good. Not really doing anything with the unit tests in this thing. I have been thinking a lot about unit tests because in the other video series I'm doing with Web 3JS and Angular, I've decided to add both unit tests and end-to-end tests. And you know, code so I think unit tests are kind of like training wheels. Like they kind of enforce sort of creating your code that in a really clean way that's very reusable and pure. In the and pure meaning that like you you sort of have inputs and outputs, and you're not really depending on the state of the component or the state of a service or anything. Everything is as self as small, understandable, and self like within its own encapsulation, um, which is really nice, and it kind of enforces that. Now the end to end, on the other hand, I think is really important. I think it's a little bit more like important than unit tests because it's very hard to conceive what unintended consequences you have as these code bases get bigger, and that end to end testing can really help because you can just run the test and see that no, changing one thing on one end of the application doesn't change something on the other. So Red is taking her job of injecting weird noises seriously today, aren't you, Red? What do you think? Are you doing that? Now, me and my wife were gone shopping and stuff for like 4 hours, and she does get a little punchy when she's been alone, especially if we don't turn on the TV or something. She really does enjoy watching TV. But, anyways, yeah. And so we have the discrete, and again, apparently I was doing some on destroy, trying to figure out if the service gets destroyed or not. So I had added something, and we don't need this constructor either. So let's get ahead and get rid of that. I used to just leave stuff like that in, but man, that stuff can really, like the constructor, not really, but the excess code that doesn't do anything can really cause confusion. Um, and especially if you have a large, very well tested application, it is terrifying to delete code that you think doesn't do anything. Or actually a large, not very well tested application. Or if it's large, but it's not automated tests of any kind. Like they tested it thoroughly, made sure everything worked, and everything's working, but now you're deleting some code and you don't think it does anything and you don't have any automated tests. It's pretty terrifying to delete code. So you just leave it. That's what everybody does. And then this is just an interface to describe what we're doing. I think that makes sense. So let's go. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to add it. Git add dot. Okay, so this is in its own, it's right on the main branch. I don't know. I'm going to say CLS and then git log just to see what our last adds the on speech event. I guess I'm just working straight on the master branch. This is probably not the time to try to make a new branch. The time has passed. If all this is clean new code, not really built on anything else that's on the master branch right now, the time would have been before I started working on this code to create a new branch. But I didn't apparently. So I'm just going to commit this, commit -m, and then this is video 64. Hello, 064. Implements. I'm trying to watch the video down there. Implements discrete. Additional renders. Additional discrete. information. Boy, I wish there was spell check in this. I can't even tell you how many misspellings I have put in the Git messages. It's just so embarrassing. And it's like you kind of end up just seeing it at the absolute worst times. All right, so man, Rhett, this show's not about you. This is not about you and your singing. It's not. This is about coding. Okay? All right, you need to settle down. I know. I know. I know it was a good day. It was a good day. You had a good day. So let's see how far we are in this video. We're 10 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, so I guess the next step would be, and I don't really want to put it in a branch because it's still in the same thing, but the next step will be same thing. One will be to add a mouse, like a mouse click on this to have a pop-up thing. Yeah, see. Oh, man. Whoa. It says that it thinks I said sing. I could have I said thing. Oh. Okay, how weird is that? It's not even showing the results either. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, yeah, they're later. I did that. Okay, so it said it thought it was 70% chance that I said thing, and a 50% chance that I mean sing, and then it said 50% that I said thing, and then a 70% chance, so it didn't have these in order, that I said this, which I believe is like a last name, sing, and then I don't know what this is at all, and then this is not, man, that is jarring. Maybe I said it with a bit of a lisp. I don't know. That's weird. Discrete thing. All right. So that's 7. Unfortunately, I have it to where the last one is the one. So let's work our way up. Thing, and then 55% chance that I said thing, and then 34% chance that I said sing. And then a 10% chance that I said fing, and then it thinks I might have said a 0.01% chance that I said finger. Oh man, that is wild. That is wild. Ugh. Wild. Let's see. So, I mean, at least all these make sense. I don't understand thing. Thing has really got me. Thing. Yeah, and it still says sing. Now if I go here and I go back, oh man, we lose that. So that's a bug. So I guess before we get started on building out the new one, we need to fix when you go where you lose the whole list. I guess that makes sense. That's actually going to be tricky because basically since this whole thing gets destroyed, the entire the list is gone, and so then it comes back because it gets the signal gets refired, but the data that was in the component is still there. I mean, is no longer there. So then it only has one. It only has the last. So we definitely need to figure that out next. And I'm hoping that I can create a. Let me see. So this is in discrete result, right? Yeah, it seems like I need to create a service here, and I'm hoping that the service doesn't get destroyed when uh when we come back. But that'll actually be very useful for me to actually dig into. Um, so basically, yeah, that's going to be next week. I'll create a new service in this directory, this discrete result directory, and then I will store this information, these results, in the service, and I will hope that those results get like survive, like that service stays in memory, uh, so that when we come back, um, it's still there. If not, then I don't know. We're probably gonna have to mess around a little bit with where the service gets injected. Um, I don't. It does. It shouldn't be. It should. It should not get destroyed. I don't think it's supposed to get destroyed when a component is destroyed. And I guess this is a great time to ask ChatGPT that. When a component injects a service, is the service destroyed when the component is destroyed in Angular? Nope. Okay, I didn't think so. It would. I think services, yeah, are supposed to. Yeah, so I don't. So this is our situation. It would be our service provider specific code providers array via standalone providers. It's a new instance of the service. Oh wait, Angular creates destroyed the associated service instance becomes eligible for garbage collection if there are no other references to it. So I think this one isn't being destroyed because it's also used in its parent. Um, the modules injector will persist as long as the injectors. I have to admit, I'm woefully ignorant in this injector stuff. So if you need a service to be destroyed, always clean up the resource within the service. Hmm. So so it kind of seems like, okay, so this one is not getting destroyed, right? Neither of these two get destroyed because I believe, what is discrete service? I think, yeah, we probably actually the right way to do this would be to hold it in here in this discrete service. So, because the, oh no, that's the clear. So this one might actually be being destroyed too. So let's do this. Implements destroy. On destroy, and then just have it build it on destroy. And we'll just, I think we literally just deleted this code a second ago for the commit. Now we're back to here again. All right, so I think it will be destroyed based if what ChatGPT said was true. Um, hello. Okay, so then what we want, oh, we want to do a second one. What? Okay, now we come here. Okay, we didn't see that anything was destroyed. So it kind of seems like this guy is still alive. Because it never seems to get destroyed. So I think we probably want to have those results like up here, and I think that's fine, right? I mean, let's just think out loud here. The result list is fine. There's nothing emotionally or morally or what do you would sentimentally wrong with having a list that is, for this up here. So it seems like we could just be like this. And just go and move these results. Like that. Pull in the interface. And then move that to the left. And then theoretically and probably it does make sense to, let's get rid of this, to just have a setter instead of like a this. But is it broken anywhere else? So this kind of thing that would just never ever pass and shouldn't probably pass results is not. Oh, did I not save it? Alt left. Okay, I'm probably doing the wrong one. Am I doing the wrong one? Discrete service. Okay, that's weird. Oh. Yeah, we probably don't want to do this, but let's try that. What in the world is, why is it getting red? Okay. This. Let's see what the four thises are. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so now let's go back. Yeah, so now it's saving it over time. I don't like this discrete service results. So we probably want to be like set results, get results, and have our own local results. So I'll definitely do that next time. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it will after the next video. So, I don't like to really create cliffhangers and whatever. It's like, if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, don't. I definitely appreciate people watching, and I definitely feel like I get a little bit of good karma every time someone learns something from one of my videos. So, and I can use all the good karma I can get, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, yeah, so next week we will uh, clean this discrete service stuff up, add some getters and setters, so that we don't have we're not like coupling our template to a service that's a, a parent service, and all that. We'll definitely sort of think through. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it this way. I think this is super super clean. Um, I guess this discrete component never gets destroyed. Like this guy apparently does not get destroyed. Is that what's happening here? Discrete component.ts implements. Implements. I'm really confused by destroy on destroy by what ChatGPT said. It said that like, hey, if there are no more references to it, it will be destroyed. But it didn't seem like that didn't isn't what seemed like that's what happened. Component destroyed. Oops. Oh yeah, so the component is in fact destroyed. So it's weird that the speech service, the discrete service, still exists, because I thought that like this and that child are the only places that it was. Okay, so that's our package. Here's the component. That is the template. That is the child component. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like that second thing that ChatGPT said, that component level providers, that when the component is destroyed, the associated service instance becomes eligible for garbage collection if there are no other references to it. So it should not. It doesn't seem like it should persist based on that. But I guess it was maybe. I mean, ChatGPT is wrong, and that was like today. I went to LinkedIn, and there was like some guy in there that was like, hey, you should just sort of, you shouldn't write. It literally started with stop writing code, and then it was just like, go. I think he was summing up with like, hey, go find other technologies and then use ChatGPT to bridge the gap of your knowledge gap. And it's just like, man, I don't know about that. ChatGPT is wrong a lot, and I don't think it's going to get more right. And if you don't, it's. I think the overall concept is like it's kind of guaranteed to get worse with time, as things change. Like I think ChatGPT probably has a very difficult time figuring out like if someone's asking a question, if it's like in what time reference. And all of us people are moving on different time references. So that is also weird. Like I went to like this 80s concert yesterday, and it was like I feel like up until 1986 I was in sync with all the rest of the people. We were all just rocking out and all that. And then as they moved into like 87, 88, and 89, which they didn't actually specify it, break it down that way, but all of a sudden I was just out of sync and all that. And I remembered going back to that like those are the years that I sort of started going into more alternative music, and I started liking more like, instead of liking the mainstream stuff, I started liking more like bands like Depeche Mode and The Cure and things like that, which they never played them on the radio. And the music they were playing on the radio I never got into. And so in this 80s retro band thing, I was just like all synced up until about 86, 87. And then suddenly it was just like, I don't even know this song. I've never heard this song before in my life. And so I don't think ChatGPT can deal with that. I don't think it can deal with like different code things in code changing over time. I think it would only work if code stopped evolving, and code I don't think is anywhere near stopping evolving. So anyways, happy coding everybody. Bye.